This is Deoxys and Lobster here, coming for another casual play of Runescape 3. Today I'll be showing some of things I do for clue scrolls, and I'll be doing a couple hard clue scrolls today. So the first thing I'm going to show is my inventory and setup. I've got the full Globetrotter outfit, and this is an outfit you can get in front of the Grand Exchange. It costs a lot of treasure trail points, but it's definitely worth it, especially when you get the full set. There's a bonus that when you have the full set where you don't need to equip the items for the emotes for Yuri, I forgot his name. I do have some runes here, of course law runes, and a bag of air, fire, and water, and some earth runes on the side. There's some items here, like the Draken's Medallion, Book of Piracy, Ring of Kinship, that are mainly for elite clues. I'll just be doing some hards today. Those are my favorite and usually the easiest. That's probably why. I do have Dig Site Pendant, Ring of Dueling, Games Necklace with a bunch of charges. It has that little C there because of the high enough invention level. You can create a lot of charges into one item. I forgot exactly what you need. Glory, Karamja gloves to teleport near Shiloh Village. Portable fairy ring, it's only got one charge left. So let's see, hopefully I got some more in the bank. Yeah, I got a few more later I can use. Sometimes we'll go to the bank with a couple methods. I'll use the Tokul Zo, which can bring me very close to a bank. But usually I just use the War's Retreat teleport because it's infinite. You'll need, I think, 10 boss kills to unlock it. And the bank's right there. I can heal my prayer points too and stuff. Maybe in case I need it, I'll just set up for melee with my prayers. Another very important thing to do, and it takes a while to do, is get the treasure totem from Anachronia. As well as I think is a quest or a mini quest to get this totem here, the remote totem, which allows you to charge all your totems around Anachronia without having to actually travel. So my totem of treasure it's active right now. So I'll just be starting with my clues right away. I got 11 hards, 21 elites, 8 masters. Honestly, elites are the toughest to do in my opinion. They're the toughest because I feel like they're the longest and they can just kind of a pain to do. But they're also the easiest to do in the aspect where you don't really need to look up anything online. And I'll explain that in a moment. So let's take a look. In Cat Doored Pyramid, so that's in Sophanum, pretty close to Menaphos. And again, some of the stuff I might describe like some shortcuts that I'm not using that could make it a little quicker. Like I won't be using Meerkats. Meerkats is a familiar that you can get through Treasure Hunter, or Treasure Trail I mean, that allows you to dig at those coordinate spots for coordinate clues without having to fight the wizard. With my level, I can pretty much kill the wizard pretty quickly. Again, this won't be super fast, but I feel like I'm pretty decent at it. So I already have my suit over there in the, what's it called, the hidey hole. So, and he didn't even fight me there. Blowkiss in Shiloh Village. Teleport with Karamja gloves. I'm wearing my Noxious Scythe because I do not have the pets for strength or attack yet. I do have the magic pit and the range pet. And the defense one. So I'm not really using that. Got my Hailsmere signet ring. I just wear the Gold Priest of Armadillo helmet there. I don't know why. Maybe one day I'll get the Orlando Smith hat from the Master Clues, and then I'll wear that, which is a really awesome item. Basically has a chance of giving you another casket of a tier lower. Okay. Continuing on. Okay, so these I don't have memorized. It's actually pretty close here. I don't know if this is faster, but I'll just do it like this. Clues are a lot easier to do in RS3. Of course, everything's easier in RS3. There's way too much treasure hunter stuff. And I guess it doesn't bother me because I did a lot of skills up, not to 99, but pretty high before this whole treasure hunter and Squeal of Fortune stuff came. I know a lot of people quit RS3 because of that stuff. Okay. Panic Heart of the Woods. I guess I could use this. Might make it a little quicker. But I also could just use the Canifis Lodestone. Actually, I'll do that. So if you get a high enough level in invention and stuff, you can make something called an alchemical onyx, as well as an alchemical hydrix, which is actually worth a lot more. You could use something called fortunate components, which you get from clue items, which I think was an amazing thing that they added, because I feel like in OSRS, besides the ones that are really, really hard to get, like those rare drops from clues, this has kind of made all the rare drops from clues worth something, or at least most of them. The ones that can disassemble into those kind of components. Man, not yet. 441. Props to you if you have these memorized. I really don't. So, but I think the Rune Wiki makes it really quick. You can just click there and find it just by scrolling without even having to put it into the calculator. Is this okay? So I could apparently use the 6H circuit. That might be the fastest. So I'm going to go to the bank really quick. Otherwise, you could just use the Eagles Peak Lodestone. Okay, there are other alternatives, but this is just, the things that I'm using, and it's not optimal, but maybe it'll give you some confidence to see that like clues aren't really that bad, and sometimes it can be worth it. I've done a lot of clues. I can maybe show you at the end of this video how many clues I've done. I've only gotten one die, and it wasn't the best one. I think it was like the Barrows die, which is the cheapest one, but I was really excited to get it nonetheless. It was good money. Over time, you'll get so used to this stuff that you'll memorize where some of this stuff is, like the cryptics. Like this one's very vague, but I know where it is. At least I think I do. Yeah, I'm in the right spot. Actually, this might be quicker. If you do have Viswax, I would highly recommend doing quick teleports for your lodestones. It'll just make things a lot easier. And if you have it, you can also get the double surge. That always helps make things quicker. I think it's like this bookcase or something. Nope. Next one upstairs. Alright, see, that's one clue done. So I don't know if you think that was fast, but I'll just keep going. I might be slowing down a bit just because I am talking at the same time, and I'm not used to that. I'm just going to walk to this one just to show you where it's at, but I usually teleport to this one because with the Globetrotter jacket, you can get charges. I actually don't have any right now, so I can't do it anyways. But you can hold up to 4 charges on there once you have the full suit. And it allows you to teleport directly to the coordinate. This also includes like I don't know what it's called, the arrow that leads you to like the X for elite clues, which could be anywhere on the map. So what I usually do is do a lot of hards so I could save up those charges and then use them on elites, because I feel like elites, again, they're tougher because they could be vague, but you really won't have to use any rune wiki or anything like that. There's no memorization. This one's just such a long path that I just usually like to teleport with the jacket. Okay. So this one's north of Castle Wars. I really don't know if people still do Castle Wars or not. I really liked it. It was fun. I didn't go too nuts about it, but there were a few mini games that I feel like are really dead right now. Like I like Fist of Gothics a lot. That's no longer really played. Barbarian Assault, although no, I'm not crazy about it. I know it's a requirement for some things. I think I did this one already, but see, I already forgot. Yeah, it is that one. Just double check. I might cut in certain parts of the videos, again, just to, if I have to check something on another screen or something. Just don't want to make this video too long. But I want to do maybe like 3 or 5 clues, depending on how fast I go. I think I'm almost done with this one. So the banana plantation. Super fast. Just use the glory. And again, over time, once you get that Globetrotter outfit, it's so worth it. It makes things so much faster. And I don't know, I think it's kind of like fun having the chance of getting something crazy. Even if you don't, like, you still get some money on the way. It's free, so I would recommend doing it. One thing that's also important to note for clues is that there is a lot of quest requirements for certain areas. And again, that just kind of forces you to do the quests. You know, I know people aren't fond of quests always, but if you use like guides online and things like that, it can go by really quick. And eventually it forces you to do them so that you can get some really important stuff. This one again. I think there's like some gold scepter or something. They could teleport me there a lot quicker, straight into Sophanum, but it's kind of a pain charging that, so I just kind of walk from here. And it doesn't really matter because I do have the Globetrotter outfit. So I kind of save time anyways without having to put on the outfit for the emote. If you like this kind of video, let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment about any suggestions or recommendations you have. Again, I'm going to focus mainly on hard clues. Maybe if you want, just recommend, like if you want me to do an elite run or a master run. Oh, and be sure to subscribe, please. I really appreciate it. So what I just now, I use the Globetrotter, I guess it's called arm guards, and you can actually store the little teleport scrolls that you get from treasure trails into it. And I have a lot already stored in there. So those are actually useful for going to the different places for these clues. Makes things a lot quicker. I've always done clues for a long time, and when they did that update with this outfit and stuff, I was really excited. I could see why people have like a problem with them, like how they're a pain to do and they much rather do other stuff. But I forgot I gotta dig somewhere here. I don't even know where. Let's see, where is this? Maybe here? I think we might have time to maybe get 5 in. We'll see. Drop some earth runes. Ooh, 79. So that'll help out in the future. Really? You might have to look up the cryptics and stuff sometimes for these. I just have them like mostly memorized for hards because I do them so much. But I don't know. Even though I'm a numbers person, I really can't memorize those coordinates. And you do need like a sextant, a chart, and a watch, I think, for the coordinates. But these are things you can store in your tool belt. So yeah, make sure that you have all that. Where am I? Oh, it's right next to the scarecrow. Got some wheat. Nice. Okay, this is a very quick one. Teleport to the lumberyard. You could just press 6 to get it quicker. If you're trying to do like, just quick shortcuts there. Wilderness Bandit Camp Obelisk. So I kind of don't really want to do this, so here's another great trick for clues. I have 4 chargers on my Globetrotter backpack. I can swap this clue and I can get a different one. I'm pretty sure it keeps the same amount of steps I've done and I don't have to go to the wilderness. I've noticed doing clues in OSRS, there's a lot lately that make you go in the wilderness. I actually got PK'd the other day. So you want to be careful. If you think I'm a noob, I got tricked by the little switch that brings you to 50 wilderness. Someone was standing directly on it. So when I saw someone else, I I clicked on the switch right away and got skulled. So I only lost the clue in like maybe 20k, but it's really annoying. Made me rage quit. Eventually, I'd like to post a video of me doing Jod. I have never done Jod in OSRS. I'm trying to get 75 range and like kind of stuff that they recommend on RuneWiki. But if that's something you might be interested in watching, let me know. I think that'd be kind of cool. Probably be a really long video, filming the entire thing, but wouldn't be really a guide. Just, I guess an experience. I really hope I can do it. There's so many different bosses now in OSRS that it really kind of makes it a different game, which is kind of awesome. Like it just gives more incentive of like trying it out, even if you just play RS3. All right, we got three. Let me see how much time we got. Let's do two more. It will be a little longer video, but I feel like I'm doing it at a relatively quick pace. I got a Globetrotter jacket charge, so maybe I'll use one of those if I get to that West Ardoon part. Where am I going here? Okay. Don't want to go the wrong way. Hopefully I'll try to be quick, because I do want to save some time to maybe just talk about the loot and see different things I have. Ooh, Head of the Abbey. See, I almost forgot that one. I always think of the Abbey in our Alcarid, but I think this one's the monastery in Edgeville. I haven't got to a slide puzzle yet. That's something I wanted to show off a bit, but I think there's one here. Never mind. I'm fine with that. Oh gosh, this one. No idea where this is. 07. That's not too bad. Southeast of the tires camp, past the stick trap. Run and quiver. Another amazing thing for clues. Teleports you to a lot of different places in this area. Let's see if I can make it here. I think it's in there. I think I'm going to stop after this clue, just to save time. I mean, there seems to be a lot of time already taken, but don't worry. If you want me to do more clues in the future, let me know in the comments or anything. I just wanted to reserve a little time to look at my loot, You know, see how much time it took, see if it's worth it. Again, it's random, so I probably could get nothing, but you know, we'll have to see. I could get really lucky and get a die. Dies are, you can get a die in hard clues or up, so either hard, elite, or master. But you can get the more crazy ones, I think, in either it's just masters or elites as well. R, so I'm at crust N. I think. See, I don't know. I gotta double check. I think that's in Narda. We might make a mess up here for the first time. Not for the first time, but yeah, for the first time in this video. I think it's this custodian. Or it's someone. Nope. So I think it's someone in a Pistorian fishing colony. I think that's how it's called. I think I'm saying it wrong. Good thing I'm stopping here soon. And I know that this one has a puzzle with it, so we'll have to see how that is. It's either this place or only the last place. I mean, I could check online, but all right. So no, let me do what you think. What I like to do with these is I like to do the right side first. Again, this is probably not like the best method to do it, but it might be. I get the whole right side down, and I include like the piece that would be normally here, right there at the top. And then everything's shifted bottom. So it's like that all there with that little piece at the top. It's originally like right here. See it? And then I put it in. And then I start with the bottom row and then just keep going upwards. Is that good? All right. And these I think annoy people a lot. Again, I'm guessing, but I think this takes a lot of work for some people. But if you are fast with it, you should be good. This one's not as bad, but they made a lot of new ones that like look a lot more complicated. And I'm almost done. Oh, I messed up something there, didn't I? All right. I'm gonna have to do a little fix here. Don't worry, it should be quick. And there we go. And that was our last clue for this video. And now let's go to the GE just to deposit our stuff and see our loot. This video was about about 30 minutes, not entirely, because I did have the timer going earlier. I don't know at the top of my head. I mean, you'll know on your own when you see the time on its own. Ooh, I gotta get that. Nice snowman, randomly. Alright, so let's see what we get in our loot. I do have a bullseye lantern. Forgot about that. There are some dark areas you have to go to with your clues. Alright, so let's see what we get here. We got 4 caskets. Roughly 30 minutes, maybe more so 25. So we got 156k here. I'm going to re-roll it. That's not amazing for a hard. and I got 1 mil of Guthix Crozier. Now me personally, I'm maxed, so even though this Guthix Crozier is 1 mil, in the long run, it's going to be worth making the alchemical onyx later, or maybe the Hydrix if I have the components for it. The onyx goes for 70 mil right now, the Hydrix going for 147, so I might actually try to invest in that. So I'm just going to disassemble this item, and just to give you an idea, well, I'll do it at the end. Ooh, I got another one, another fortunate component. Maybe I should have disassembled this at the end. Oh well. 118k, not that great. And then finally, 1 mil. I think I'm going to have to keep this one even though it gives me the reroll. So I guess I made about, if I kept on my drops, about 3 or 4 mil within like 20-30 minutes. Not amazing, definitely not amazing. But with these fortunate components, it's going to add up over time. I believe you need 50. I think it was 50. And I have 32 right now. I mean, I got 3 this time around. I mean, that's pretty good out of 4, 3 out of 4. But, you know, it takes some time, it takes some patience. And if you get a lot, you know, you can do it all later. I think you can hold about like 25 of each clue, except for elites and masters or something. Don't take my word for it, but it's something like that. And the rest, you know, what I would also recommend is like a Mystic Air Staff, for example. It's 24k, but it's 25k when you high alch it. So any of these staffs or like the salvages, high alch them. You'll make more money. It takes time. It's easier to just sell it at the GE, but if you want more money, definitely do that. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was just a little quick thing, quick video about clues. If you learned anything in this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know any recommendations. Please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. And like I said before, if there's any other recommendations you have, please let me know. Have a good one.